So Tennyson and I are looking at this caution tape that's flapping. I was getting them used to it, but now the wind's hitting it really. And so, let's see if I can get him further back. So I want you to watch how he focuses on things. So he lost some of his vision in his right eye, but you can tell he still uses his right eye. So he's looking out of his right eye right now at the caution tape. You might think he's looking to the left, but he's not. Now he's looking at his left eye out of the caution tape. Now see how he's moving himself? So people think he's leaving. He's not. He's positioning himself so he can try to see better. You'll hear there's tractors and stuff going on in the background. So he's still looking at the caution tape with his right eye. Now he's looking with his left eye. So remember, they see different than us. Our eyes can focus. The way that they focus is lifting their head up and down. So see, his head just changed. And putting their head side to side because their eyes are on the side of their head. So he can see out of one eye at it, and then he sees out of the other eye, and then he can move his head up and down. So when you're trying to get horses over stuff, now Traveler just made a noise and scared him. When you're trying to get them over stuff, you're trying to let them look. So something like this. I want to let him look, not just run by it, so the next time he sees it, he's not freaked out. But he has to do his own safety check, and now he's like, hey, Gaye, let's go back to the stall. I'm like, no, let's not. So I want to get him closer and closer to it because I might as well take the opportunity. But as I change, every time I bring him closer, it's going to look a little different to him, right? And so as it looks different, he's going to change his head position and look at it. So you're not trying to rush them up there, and this is flapping. That can be scary, especially since you can't see well out of the other eye. Good job, buddy. So he came a little closer, okay? But this is how we want to do. Sorry, I pulled on you by accident because I was getting you a cookie. Yeah. So I want to give him a reward for investigating and becoming curious because he was the one who just wanted to run away before. So he's still looking. So there's no rush in getting up there. I'm not going to do this when I only have a minute of time, or otherwise I'm not going to try it. So him licking his lips, that's a good thing, even though I gave him a cookie. Him putting his head side to side. Then I know when they either start looking back towards their stall or start, looking for food, that I can move closer. So I'm going to move him closer. So here we go. So what are his other senses? So his nose, see his nose flaring? He's trying to smell it. Is that a predator? I've never seen a predator with yellow caution tape, but he doesn't know. He just knows that if I'm scared, I should run away. See him backing off? So I'm still trying to let him get comfortable. See him backing up more? He's like, I don't know why you're bringing me towards this stuff. So I'm gonna put a little pressure on him. Hi, good job, buddy. See him backing off again. Come on. Right? Because my job is to try to get him to face his fears. There he goes again. He's still backing off. So let's try it again. Come on, buddy. Come on. Here we go. Good job. There you go. It's hard to videotape and do this at the same time. Good job. Now he backed up a little bit, so I'm going to pull him just a little bit closer. Caution tape's right there. So he's smelling. Watch his nostrils. And now he's backing off. He's like, I don't know about this. Now the caution tape is actually hitting me. So the other thing I like to do a lot is rub the caution tape and then let him smell my hand. Okay? Then I'm going to give him a cookie. Because he uses his nose to help him figure out what things are. He doesn't have fingers. Right? So now we're a little bit closer. So now I just stepped over the caution tape. I don't want him to step over. I just want him to come closer. Hi! Good job, buddy. Good boy. So see, it's right there. So he's still smelling. So again, when they're trying to figure out things, they try to use all their senses to help him. His hearing, So he hears it flapping. Right? His vision, he can't see so well on the one side, but I tried to help him use it. And then at some point, hopefully he'll reach down and smell it. But when he does, he might spook, and I have to be ready for that. So it's right here. So I'm going to touch this again. So I'm letting him smell my hand, because I'm putting the scent on my hand. And then he gets a little treat for smelling that. Come on. Good job. So now he's right in front of the question tape. Oh, where you going, buddy? Yep, baby talking to him. Where you going? Good job. Now you want to be careful, because sometimes they're like, oh, she wants me to go through the tape, and they'll bust right through it. So I don't want him to go through it. I just want him to come up to it and be okay with it. And he is. Look, he's right in front of it. Good boy. Okay. Now he's getting too close, right? Good job, buddy. So I'm over it, but I don't want you to go over it. So now I'm going to back him up. So now, he did great, didn't he? So now we're going to go walk by it. So every time there's something new at the barn, this is what people want to do. They want to get away from it. And I go, oh, something's new at the barn. Let's go up to it. Okay? So now I'm walking. It's on his right side where he doesn't see so well. So I'm letting him turn his head however he wants to turn it to look at it. Good boy. Now I'm going to go the other way by it. Okay? Trying to get ahead of you, Tennyson. So it's not flapping right now. If that starts flapping, remember they're more sensitive to motion. So even though he's fine, if it starts flapping, which it's starting now, then he might get a little worried about it. And that's normal, because remember, predators make motion. What are horses afraid of? Predators and motion, right? They're afraid of motion because that's what predators do. Okay? So it's right there. It's pretty darn good for a horse that's scared of stuff. If he wants to stop, look at or smell it, I will let him. See his nostrils? People miss all this stuff. He's trying to breathe it in. He's like, what is that thing? Now it's flapping. So now we're turning. So you just walk by it and you're trying to let him see it out of both eyes. Now he's actually more cautious on this side where he can see well versus the other side where you don't see as well. Huh. So you're trying to pick up everything. What are his eyes doing? Where is his head going? What are his ears doing? What is he paying attention to? Are you tired of walking? Want one of these? Come here. Want one of those? Want one of those? He's like, not that much. So now I have this wrapped around my arm. Come on, you can do it. So you're trying to get him to think this is just part of her clothing now. She's a weirdo. She's always putting on weird stuff. Right? Make the cookie smell like it a little bit. Come here. I can't videotape you. There we go. So it's right there. He's right there. Good job. Right? He's right there. It's right here. Come on. Guys, like, why is she messing around with the question? Good boy. So now he's right on top of it, actually. Good job. Right? He's like, I'm brave, Gaye. I'm not scared. Good job, Tenny. Good boy. So Tennyson and Raina didn't like ducking under trees or having the trees hit my helmet. So what I did was take them, and after I'm done riding and they've exercised, walk under trees. And of course they spooked in the beginning, and we kept doing it over and over again, and then he got treats, and now he doesn't care. So hopefully you can see that, but he's totally underneath the tree. And the big deal with that is, you know, some horses haven't been ridden where there's trees on the people, so when they hear that noise, they get a little freaked out, yes, and they get scared. So what you're trying to do is get them used to everything. So if you're buying a horse and it's shown for sale and there's no trees around, it's in Nevada or something, well, guess what? That horse might be afraid to go under trees. So it's not like you can't get them over it. You just take your time, get them to go under it with you on the ground, then put the saddle on. If you don't want your saddle scratched, then make sure it's not a good saddle. Do it with the saddle so it rubs over the saddle and it gets caught on that. And then once they can do that well, then you can ride under it. But expect the first couple times they're probably going to spook. So make sure it's a good rider that's on them. And then they'll get over it, right? Yeah, that's it. He's like, I'll do anything for food, lady. So he's come a long way. We just keep trying to find new things to expose him to. Anything we find out he doesn't like, that's what I expose him to over and over again. If you just stay in the arena and keep doing the same thing over and over with like the noodle, the bag, well, that's not going to help him with real life. It helps a little bit, but he's got to get out where things happen. And yes, you're very sweet. And get used to things out here. There's a guy with a hose over there. There's a golf flag over there. So we want him to see everything at different angles, different wind, smell different, all of that. So he just gets used to things. And so then nothing's really a big deal for him because, again, he was very scared, right? And then every person I see, if they walk around him or something and he runs out of the way, like he doesn't bolt anymore, which is good. He's not bolting off like he used to. But if he gets, you know, spooked by them, well, everybody knows that they have to go up and pet Tenny, don't they? If you spook, they have to go pet you, and he has to let them. So we do that over and over again. He gets much better. Apparently he's a camera hog. Okay, checking out the guy with the hose, which is over there. So now he says, well, it's safe enough I can eat some food. Remember, you're just trying to get him comfortable. He's still looking over there. He's not totally trusting with it yet, but he's getting there. So if he wants to stand here and look at him, that's totally fine because it looks totally different to him than it looks to me. Remember, his eyes are on the side of his head and mine are on the front, so he doesn't see this. Right? That's not what he sees. He might see this and that out of the other eye, and then the other eye seeing this, and then he's seeing that. So again, it's totally different for him. Give him a moment to process. Right? Good job, Tenny.